Hello and welcome back to the Common Colt Podcast. The Colts Podcast is real takes and no clickbait. I'm Josh Hudgens, joined by Dan Hertzler. Dan, how you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. We're here to talk about a subject that you and I really like to talk about
Well, I wonder
because
why.
man, this is one of those guys that we kind of identified early on in the draft process for late round pick, hoping possibly they could get him. We wanted to maybe even a second round pick. Colts waited a little bit longer, still got the man. Josh Downs
Ooh,
is playing some good ball right now, and he looks like he could be one of those kind of foundational wide receivers for the next 5, 10 years, maybe with the Colts. We're loving what we're seeing, Josh. What do you think about Josh Downs' season so far?
yeah, I mean, we mocked him to the team. I know you actually mocked Puka to the Colts in like round six. Or could you imagine if they got both of them? Maybe
Oh
Ballard.
man,
Ballard should
yeah,
call
he
us
should be.
up.
Yeah, talking to us on that one. Hey, sometimes you get them right, sometimes you get them wrong. We got
Yeah,
that one right.
we'll just ignore the ones we got wrong. But the truth is, Josh Downs, third in rookie receiving yards, third in rookie receptions behind who? Puka and Zay Jones. What do Puka and Zay Jones have? A stable quarterback situation. Matt Stafford probably isn't an elite quarterback anymore. Lamar Jackson, not an elite passer, but nonetheless, a stable situations. What does Josh Downs not have? A stable quarterback. One week it's Anthony Richardson. The next week it's Gardner Minshew. The next week it's Gardner Minshew when he's really bad. So, I mean, the truth is what Josh Downs is doing on a team that's kind of a run first team without a really strong quarterback situation, to me is actually impressive. And another interesting tidbit, only four wide receivers in the entire NFL have more third down yardage than Josh Downs. The guy is a freak in the slot and just keeping them drives moving, keeping them moving. And then we've seen the big playability against the Browns. To me, Josh Downs is living up to the hype. And honestly, I think he's actually exceeding the hype. I think he's on pace for over 900 yards this year. And to me, that's way more than I expected.
Yeah, I think he's even pushing some Colts rookie receiving records there that we saw too.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it too, the slot. I mean, that's what we really loved about this guy was that he was just kind of that perfect slot receiver, shifty, good route runner, making big time catches on third downs, but also yards after the catch. This is a guy that when he catches it, it's almost like, okay, now what's going to happen? It's not
Yeah.
just make the catch. Pittman, Pierce, they're a little bit more bigger body, make the catch, and then maybe get down. Even though Pittman had a nice one this past week,
Yeah.
Downs is more like, okay, he's got the ball in his hands. Now what's going to happen next? And it's just another piece of that puzzle that Shane Steichen is using really well. And I think you make that a really solid point with these quarterbacks. Those other guys, they've got veteran quarterbacks that know where to throw the ball, know when to get rid of it. They've just been in the NFL so long. He's working with AR for a while now. Minshew, again, not the biggest, strongest arm, although he's doing pretty well. And I don't want to diss him, but he's not those
Yeah.
guys. And Downs is balling out, and I think the future is going to be really good as he learns more about the position, as he learns exactly where he needs to be at all times. Again, rookie receivers, we see it right now. There's some big names. The kid that went to the Chargers, I think, has only got like one or two catches per game or something. I mean,
Yeah.
he's first rounder and just struggling out there. Guys, Minnesota and Seattle. I mean, some of these guys were first round talents. And they're just not producing, and here Downs is, and he's producing, and that's what we needed, and he's showing everything that we liked. Man, he just seems like a guy you could root for. This is exciting. This is something that we can
Yeah.
build upon as Colts fans here.
Yeah, you see Steichen put him in motion a lot. You see him end up like looping around in the backfield. He really is a player you can be very creative with. And I think the main reason why he slid in the draft was his size, but he plays big for how short he is. And really for the Colts, I'm trying to think of the last time they had just a great slot wide receiver. I know we used T.Y. Hilton in the slot some. Maybe the days of Austin Collie. He had a kind of a short career there where he was a dynamic slot guy. And you look at the stats for receptions and yards, and he's right there with Austin Collie, his rookie year. But who did Austin Collie have? Number 18. He had the sheriff pass him the ball. So definitely interesting stuff. It's great that the Colts have kind of an up and coming strong slot wide receiver, and you just start to see the pieces starting to form on this offense with Taylor, with Josh Downs. Pierce had some nice grabs. Man, if they can all come together and if AR can come back to this could be fun for the next, like you said, 5, 6 years here. We could go on a little run with this offense and beyond with some of these pieces anyway.
Yeah, and you talk about his size, Josh Downs, one of the knocks on him, but he's learned, which again sometimes it takes some learning how not to take those big hits.
Yeah,
Maybe AR, maybe they need to room together a little bit.
yeah.
So unfortunately, sometimes the bigger guys just think they can take all the hits. The littler guys realize, hey, I better get down, or I need to get out of bounds, or I need to, I need to figure out not to get killed here. So far, Josh Downs has done that. He's learned how to get those yards without taking those big hits, and if he can keep that up, again, I do expect him to have a really good career. I think he is one of those guys that you can plug in for the next 5 some years and say, yeah, we got our slot guy, and he's a dynamic playmaker. Which, hey, I think you shared some info about the Colts offense. It's the only team in the NFL to score 20
Yeah.
a game, or at least 20 plus a game. I mean, this offense is humming.
Yeah.
And Josh Downs is a big part of that. And I think that's something to look towards the future to say, hey, this offense can score points. And that's been a long time since we've been able to say that as Colts fans, to say an offense can score points. And they did it. They put up a ton against the Cleveland Browns, who are a really good defense. So I'm excited for what Josh Downs is going to bring.
Yeah, only offense in the NFL to score 20 points or more each game. And I want to think about, I mean, look at last year. I mean, I mean, I literally would go to sleep watching Colts offensive highlight. I mean, it was bad. And I mean, first 4 games, we didn't even have Jonathan Taylor. And in the next 3 games, he's just kind of working we haven't even seen Jonathan Taylor unleashed. Anthony Richardson's been out. I mean, we had Gardner Minshew at our quarterback, and we're putting up points. I mean, this is impressive. And that's Shane Steichen. That's Chris Ballard adding depth to the team. I mean, hey, you got to tip your cap where it's due. The future is bright in Indianapolis. I know we've gone on a little bit of a skid here with some injuries, some suspensions, some losses, but let's take a step back. We knew this is a building year. It's a roller coaster. We're on the roller coaster, but hey, I think we might tick back up here soon and we get the arms back up is all I'm saying, because it's going to be fun.
Well, yeah, we got 3 games that, what is it, Saints, Carolina, and then the Patriots. Okay,
Yeah.
Saints are probably the toughest of the 3. But they're all 3 winnable games. Now, we could lose all 3, but they're all very winnable games. And all of a sudden, now you're looking at a team fighting again for that 7th playoff spot. So, it's tough to, in these weeks where we lose games we could have won. But at the same time, this is a young team. They've got some real positive things, and this offense is starting to click, and I'm excited for that.
Guys, let us know what you think. I want you to comment your thoughts on Josh Downs, kind of, hey, this offense isn't looking too bad. And hey, if you can, subscribe to our channel. We're pushing 2,000. And if you want to watch a Colts podcast, it's made by fans who just we try to tell it how it is. And whether it's good for the team or bad for the team, we try to say it. And subscribe if you like that. And thanks again for watching, and have a great day.